don't know about 1,000 watts. I've got the beats on tonight, Scott, for our sprint off at the end. Oh. I can just about do 900, yeah. Surf the draft, guys. Remember to surf the draft. The draft is your friend. Because I know some of you are well over your usual TSS already, so you got to be careful about how much you're doing. So yeah, just be mindful of it. Hey Shmi. I love people's usernames. It's my favorite part of the stream. It's the Greater London Flat, or Greatest London Flat, I think it is. So, yeah, it's nothing out of our reach. You know what I mean? Guys, you're asking now about there's a space on a meetup. It's too late now. I've got a minute to get. I'd be faffing around. And we've actually run out of spaces the last couple of days, mind. We've legitimately run out a couple of spaces. Even Niels. Oh, it's cold. Evening. You've come for the sprint, I gather, some of you. You've come for the sprint finish. To be fair, my legs are okay. My legs are okay because I've been going fairly easy. I've been looking after myself. I won't be on Discord, Josh. I've got too much going on in a minute. Ooh, that's good, Tony. Real good. Alright. Let's get going then. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Douglas, yeah. Apologies. I was completely forgetting. You can, if you follow me on Zwift, you can actually spawn next to me anywhere on the ride during the ride. What's wrong with me? Douglas, you corrected me. Lobs. No, it's not a no drop. It's open, completely open. This should fly by this 45k. I hope. No worries, Jason. Oh, Michael. I've said it now, so Scott can't get out of it. Comrades. Go and watch Comrades. Well, you'll have to watch Comrades to see how his sprint fares against mine. Yeah, good warm-up, I say. Solid warm-up. The longer the effort, the shorter the warm-up. The shorter the effort, the longer the warm-up. You're going the last kilometre? What do you mean, like racing from the last kilometre? Aren't you putting yourself at a disadvantage the further out you throw the race? Surely you'd rather start the race with like 500 meters to go. Hundred meters. We got to make sure Scott survives first. We got to make sure he gets to the finish. Oh, mega Victoria! Yeah, Tim, the Christmas jersey is hidden under the Zwift, under the normal Zwift jersey. Yeah, look at this blob. Look at this blob. No, I've never done any running on Zwift. Anybody else done any running on Zwift? Even if Phil-san. Phil-san. A little descent coming up for you now, Scott. Who is in front of me with a similar coloured Tron bike? It's hard to tell. You running. Anybody doing the Festive 500 who's well down on their target? Well done. I mean, below our schedule, so you should be probably around. Well, I mean, without having to do too much work for yourself, you should be around the 220 kilometer mark. Probably by the end of today, 250k. So, otherwise, you give yourself too much work to do in the last couple of days, don't you? So. I mean, if you're fine with it, if you can do it, then, you know, there's no problem at all. I'm just asking out of curiosity, in case anybody wanted to do a little bit extra. Tim's over 500 miles. Nice for Tim. Nice one, Chris. Nice one. Scott, you want to take a look at Backpedal's Instagram DM request? There was quite a few in there today. I don't know if you noticed them. Or Phil, actually. Phil, you're watching as well. You're in charge of tomorrow's ride. I think there's a couple of people in the Instagram DMs on the request section. We want to partake in tomorrow's ride. Get us over 100 what? Well, no, the thing is, we can add people, like last minute. We just need to be on it when we do it. We need to go through the list, and all the people who said they can't come, like an hour before the event, you need to like uninvite them, because they've already said they can't come. And then you look for the riders then who have sent you requests, and you invite them, and then that refreshes the system. So, unless people, of course, come to you like 3 minutes before the event, well, that's their problem. That's their problem. I don't mean to sound harsh, but such is life. This admin stuff that we're not paid to do. Yeah, so it's just a case of like going to, it's like recycling it, Phil, so yeah, you just like, you go through the list, you see if there's any red crosses against anybody's name, which means they've said they can't come. Then you take them off. And then like re-add people basically. So add people that you think might come, or people who have missed out, or people who have messaged you. There's a max rider number because they don't think anybody can fill it. We are stronger together as a 3 than we are singular. To quote Phil. Yes, I've been down to Pembrokeshire, Ollie. Wonderful part of Wales. Hilly as hell though. Hilly as hell. Yeah, because London is London's a selected world tomorrow, is it? London's on the world schedule. Is London on the world schedule? I don't know. Have a quick Google. Have a quick Google. Zwift world schedule. And see what's on tomorrow. Yeah, definitely, Ollie, definitely. Yeah, I like not having a band. Oh, there we are, Phil. Yeah, so if people can't make it and they're panicking at the start of your live stream, just tell them that as long as they're following you on Zwift, they can spawn right next to you because you're in open world. So like right now, that's what I like about this. There's no elastic band on, and it's open world, so we can draft off other people. So if you do get gapped slightly, you can still kind of leapfrog groups. And we go faster as well. So, plus we show our dominance by the size of our group. So, it's all good, you know. I haven't even entered it, Ollie. I haven't even entered it. Even Simon. Sorry, Victoria. The thing is, if it was real life, Vic, it'd be a lot easier to just split into groups. So, like we do with our cycling club, out on the road, we'd split into like 3 groups. So we'd have a beginner, intermediate, advanced. So like Phil would take advanced group, you know, Scott might take the beginner group, and then I might take the middle group. The middle group would be guys that kind of want to do, guys and girls that want to do, you know, they might want to go hard, but they also might want to go easy. The advanced group might just want to go hard or have a good session. Do you know what I mean? Their abilities will all be roughly the same. Yeah, I could pull a few strings, Ollie. I hope I could pull a few strings. Trouble is, Victoria, like this is an online game, isn't it? So it's very difficult to kind of cater to everybody and you know, group together and stuff. No, definitely. If you have an outlook like that, that's perfect. Excuse me. Yeah, we tried, Andy. We did try. I tried when I was British Hill Climb Champion. I went to them with the offer, and they turned me down because they said they had too much on, and they couldn't take any more groups on. And yet so many people were asking for it. And now that we've shown like this, like hopefully maybe they'll take note of it. It would be awesome if it became a regular thing, officially, because it's a pain in the backside to like organise it and choreograph it, especially with the sheer amount of you. Like if there was only like 5 of us, it'd be like a piece of cake, you know. Well, unless Phil is one of those, then it becomes very difficult. I'm joking, Phil. I'm joking. Scott's terrible. So what we need to do is bombard Zwift after the Festive 500 and say, look, this is what we've done. Look, it's all on YouTube. You can go and watch it. Yeah. We've included a load of people. They've all loved it. And yeah, like, let's get cracking, Zwift. Let's do it. Yeah, I know, Rasha, I know. Like, to be honest, the ride we did this morning was, like, quite frankly, awesome. I mean, that's obviously my personal opinion, but the route, it's the first time I've done the route. It's the first time I think a lot of you have done that route. The 2 bridges loop. And it was so, like, it was just perfect for, like, we used to do a chain gang when we were allowed, where we'd go out and we'd do, like, 10 laps of a circuit. And it'd be completely flat, and then it was like the last 2 laps would go like basically race for the finish, and a lap was about 3 minutes, so we'd end up doing about 6 minutes of effort in about 35 minutes of riding around that lap, or around the laps. Yeah, it was pretty like it's really good for just controlling yourself and just having that spurt at the end. Scott, you listening? I reckon we should start the sprint at the green where the sprint starts, you know. Oh no, actually, we won't be finishing here, will we? Oh, forget what I said. Forget what I said. There he is. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Phil, because otherwise we'll be there all day, like trying to, you know. What you should do is, if people still haven't accepted the invite, you know, within a certain time frame, just drop it, because it's only a problem it's a good problem we have, but obviously we don't want to have to draw people. But you know, if you were in a job and people weren't like responding, you'd be like, okay, well, you know, we just have to free it up to other people. So, you know, obviously not everybody we free it up to is going to accept, but we have to be ruthless. You know what I'm saying? We have to be ruthless. Christmas was good, Ollie, thank you. How about you? Yeah, we had a nice walk yesterday. I actually vlogged it. I don't know if you've seen the video. What else did we do? Yeah, that's it, Phil. 7 AM. That'll be enough time. We have to remember as well, some people actually don't know how the Zwift meetup function works still. So, you know, I managed to get Keith in. Keith is a couple of riders ahead of me. You know, Keith just started riding on his new indoor trainer toy, and I said, you know, this is what you have to do to join the meetup. So yeah, there's lots of people in Keith's shoes. Maybe we need to do a video. Maybe we'll have backpedal, or backpedal 1 or 2, or backpedal morn, or backpedal eve, or maybe nothing, just backpedal for morning and backpedal eve for evening. I don't know. Is my heart rate still off? Yeah, my heart rate's still off, yeah. I think they are giving a jersey unlock. Yeah, Zwift are bound to add other sports, aren't they? Bound to. They got the River Thames, you know. Well, then we got Blob. Yeah, by the way, what is better for you guys? Morning or evening? Holy crap, this group is massive. Phil's got his notepad out now. Oh, no worries, CJ. No worries at all. Well, I'm not sure what you're asking there, left-hander, because, like, the best way to get your heart rate where it belongs is to train. And that's what I'm doing, in order to get my heart rate back to where it was in correspondence with my power. So don't worry about heart rate. Ignore heart rate. You need to think about getting your power back up. Your heart rate will take care of itself. Because heart rate will be the response to the training alongside the power. So yeah, I like training road. Training road's great. Apart from, I think when you're getting really specific, or maybe when you're coming into like, the only downside to training road I see is the majority of people now who ride on Zwift, a lot of them like to test themselves and push themselves on Zwift, and by doing racing or group ride, and that doesn't always necessarily fit in with trainer road. So I'm assuming trainer road are going to have to adapt at some point to that. Adapt or die, innit? Because I think that's where a coach then kind of really tailors everything, because if you want to do something different and you don't know how that fits in with your trainer road program, then it doesn't allow for that flexibility as much. I mean, it does. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Start January the 1st, Victoria. I've not had a message of him. Yeah, it'd be the same for Sufferfest, Oliver. But the thing is, though, like, they offer things that benefit you in lots of different ways. Sufferfest is brilliant because, like, you know, in theory, you're pushing yourself against the world's best on a screen, which is brilliant. You know, but again, it doesn't have that flexibility, so. You're doing a lot more what to me. I'm a draft king. Ruby's good. I think it's still very much in its infancy, isn't it? I love the fact that you can ride on, you know, real roads. That's quite motivating. I don't know if I'll be live streaming tomorrow, CJ. I don't know. I might be going outside to do a ride tomorrow. Gosh, what did I just say? Outside? I'm getting value for money with Zwift. Well, I don't pay for Zwift, so. I'm very grateful to not have to pay for it because of the fact that I was on GLT Condo for such a long time and we all got given the ticks. And yeah, like, it is what it is. However, I do pay for Charlie's membership, so. Yeah, that makes sense, Paul. That makes sense, yeah. That's quite polarized then, isn't it? That's a natural polarized training plan. Phil, love it. What do we say about polarized training sessions? You'll have to do that emoji now because I can't see you. Well, I've got a little filter on the microphone so you can't hear the freewheel now, Vic. Where's Scott then? Hey Mish, where are you? Just enough. No worries, Josh. Solid, solid, solid. Is he still streaming, Mike? Is he still streaming? I'm riding with 80% training difficulty now as well, guys. Where are my moderators? Get rid of Alejandro. You can't say that. You can't say that, Al. You love me really. You love me really. You love me so much. You want to do more in January. 11.25 cassette. That's right, Paul. 52 big ring. 52 tooth. Oh, he's not that far behind, Mike, is he? He's not even a kilometre behind. I might wait for him for the sprint then. Nice one, Josh. Go and give Scott some encouragement, guys. KOM rides, there he is up in the chat. Go and click on him. Deep down, you all love me. What's the best rider I've ridden with? Well, I've raced against Mathieu van der Poel. Does that class as technically the best rider I've ridden with? But name some riders and then I might be able to say if I've ridden with them or not. Because like technically, like Mathieu van der Poel's a great rider, but is he the best? Difficult one, isn't it? Difficult one. Sagan. I don't think I've ridden with Sagan, no. I've ridden with G, yeah. G actually helped me win the under-23 road race champs. True story, that. Actual true story. I'll tell you why. Because I found myself in a front group split with like 15k to go in the national championships. And G dropped back to my team car, which was Rapha Festive GLT. And he knew my team manager well, John Herity, because John used to take care of the GB team when G was in it when he was a youngster. And he went to get a bottle from John. And John said, can you ride for... We've got an under-23 rider in this group. He's the only under-23 rider. He's Welsh as well. Can you ride for him? And G was like, I'll ride for him. So G, he didn't technically ride for me, but he just looked after me in the group and stopped the group from catching up behind. So now, come on, guys! You're naming you're naming Grand Tour riders: Pogacar, Bernal, Merckx. No. Yeah, I've ridden with Froome. Yeah. Come on, you all know I've ridden with Hugh Carthy. I've been on the same team with him for like 4 years. Sam Bennett, yeah. I got another cool story about Sam Bennett, actually. Oh no, Martin, big chase. Clancy, yes. Yeah, I've ridden with Alex Dowsett. Not Adam Dowsett. Garner, no. Mads Pedersen. I might have before he went World Tour. You know, but I'm talking like 7 years ago. Simon Gerrans, I've ridden against. Caleb Ewan, Darrell Impey, yeah, I've ridden against Darrell Impey. Or ridden with. When I say ridden with, I mean in the same bunch. Yeah. So Sam Bennett obviously comes from Carrick-on-Suir in Ireland. And yeah, and Sam Bennett so came from there, and he raced the Carrick-on-Suir 3-day when he was riding for An Post Chain Reaction, so Sean Kelly's team. And me and Hugh Carthy were riding for Rapha Festive at the time, and we tried to drop Sam Bennett on the last climb of the day. It was a hilltop finish. Sam Bennett was in a leader's jersey. Me and Hugh Carthy tried to drop him. Do you think we could drop him? Like hell. Couldn't drop him. So, Sam Bennett won the Carrick-on-Suir 3-day. Such a small race. But like, it's just those things you remember. 2 years later, I came back and I won that stage race, so... Flex. Tom Bonin. No. What sort of collab would you like to see me and Cameron Jeffers do? A race collab. Yates brothers. I can't now anyway, guys. Like, Cam rides for a pro team and... Like... Can't do anything with Cam now. Yates brothers. I've raced against the Yates brothers, like, since... They did the An Post Ras, which is the Tour of Ireland. About... 6 years ago, and they absolutely like obliterated it. They were running for the GB team then, and I was a little fat chubby guy, and I got dropped on the climbs. No, not room with George. I look like Dan Martin, don't I? I'm not room with Dan Martin. Well, he was, Paul. He was, yeah. Ben, it's not quite the climber he was. Yeah, that was the Tour of Britain. Yeah, that would have been the Tour of Britain. I've ridden with Teo Hart. First time I rode with Teo was actually on the Junior Worlds training camp. That would have been just before I turned pro. Look at Andy Banks' comment. Cam on a bike would be a start. That's harsh. Backpedal Conti team coming soon. No, we're not going to branch out into a team. No. No. Not until the model fixes itself, or we fix the model. Funny enough, I have a vision. I'd really like to save the British racing scene. Being all big, you know. No, I'm joking. I wanna somehow get more races on the calendar for the guys, because it's like absolutely abysmal. Do I miss the Conti days? Yeah, of course I miss the Conti days. I miss racing, like in weird places. I miss like the pressure. I miss like always like thinking about those races, traveling. I miss all of that. But I chose to step away, so it is what it is, isn't it? I miss it, but at the same time, what I'm doing now is as good, if not better. Alaphilippe. Which Alaphilippe? I've ridden with his brother, who's actually like almost as good as Alaphilippe, but I think he's in the French army. So he rides for the French army cycling team. They are some strong guys, let me tell you. They basically just turn up to the Tour of Normandy every year and take over, like strong riders. Yeah, Zwift power team. Yeah. Dan Martin's not my dad. Yeah, I rode with Wiggins. Yeah, why do you keep saying Lulu? Yeah, Shmi. That's it, Jack. Shout out to the army teams. Oh, there's a giant window there, left-hander. Giant window. It's open as well. Oh, is it Julian's nickname? You're trying to catch me up there, Vic. Think there's any really overrated riders? Me, for one. I think I'm severely overrated. I'm not going to name names because everybody rides their bike and works hard in their own way. Some people have got there through agencies. Some riders have got there through, like, obviously being in the right place, right time. Some people have got there through, like, you know, sheer strengths and things. So, you know, underrated riders. Oh. It's difficult to be an underrated rider, isn't it? In today's in today's day of age. What am I trying to say? In today's day, I don't know. It's difficult to be an underrated rider. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is the most underrated rider or overrated? Who is the best, worst riders you rode with? Well, without question, one of the best riders I rode with was James Shaw. Without question. Sepkus, yeah. Well, he's underrated by the team, isn't he? In the sense that he has to keep working for Roglic. That's one of my pet hates with like cycling, and don't even get me started on that. The fact that one guy has to work for one guy. It's like that's so old school mentality, because you just used to work for one rider, i.e. Eddie Merckx, and whatever he says goes. And it's like, well, nowadays, so many riders have bad days, especially country riders that aren't fully prepared. Aru was overrated, 100%. Yeah, Aru. Pog was underrated, that's a good shout, yeah. Bullet is underrated. Yeah, you got, that's what I mean also. That's what I mean. It's very hard, isn't it, to, like, everybody plays a part almost. But we always think about World Tour. When we ask these questions, we always think about World Tour riders, and we hear very little about the Conti riders, or the levels below. So I always have done, Dirks. I always have done. I haven't changed any settings. It might just be because of the overlay. Good progress. We're at 260 kilometers, I think. Proudest win. Proudest win. Proudest win. Has to be the British Hill Climb Champs, isn't it? Because of the preparation I put into it. And I said I was going to do it, and I did it. And there was so much on the line with that one as well. Funny enough, like vegan cyclists talking about sponsorships. Embrace Science Sprint. Funny enough, like my sponsorship deal with Tifosi then was like, hey Tifosi, give me a bike, light enough, and I'll win the British Hill Climb Champs. And I might have said it on a vlog, but that was my genuine belief. And it's funny how that has allowed me to do far more with Tifosi than I could have ever thought. Women's cycling, yeah. Yeah, Marquez, she was underrated. Yeah, very true, very true. Connor Swift, yeah, defo. I mean, there was lots of riders that I raced with who passed through the team, and teams that I then raced with who were severely overrated. And I just wish that they'd pack it in. I'd pack riding in, because you're overrated, and like if people could see the way like you treated your performance and riding your bike, like I've always said it, guys, like I've always said it, if you're a professional bike rider, you get paid to do your job, and you get paid to do it well, you get paid to show up, and people expect you to perform. Sponsors, people. Michael Jordan said it, he's like, and Kobe Bryant, all the greats, but they specifically said that people are paying for you to show up. And if you're like sitting in a cafe for 2 hours, okay, it depends which day you're training. If it's an easy day, whatever. But that was my thing, like cafe time, I was never a fan of it. It's like there's lots of people who are gifted in the world, and then they work at it. And there's lots of people who aren't gifted. And I include myself in that, and I don't care what you say. I include myself in that. Because of what I went through when I was like 15, 16, trying to make it in cycling. But, you know, there's a lot to be said for the people who don't look after their nutrition. They don't do the small things right. They go to bed at like midnight. Like, I've been to races, guys. I've been to countless races where I've been sharing rooms with riders. And I'm there like trying to get to bed at like 9:30. And like I wake up for like, I don't know, a toilet or something, which you usually do when you're in a race, because you end up like drinking, hydrating. You go to the toilet and they're still up at like 12:30. And you're like, we've got to be up at 6:30. What are you doing? What is on your phone is more important. So I was always one of those guys. I was always one of them. Like, sleep, eat, ride, recover. Nothing's changed. Like, I show you more of my life now, and it may look laid back, but like, you know, it's the mentality of you get in, you do your stuff, you get out, it's done. Game over. Like, you don't have to think about it when you're off the bike. There's so many of you guys in the chat now who I can say with my hand on my heart, you are more prepared and you are far better at like committing, following things through than I'd say 80% of riders that I have spent time with at continental level, at pro level. I've genuinely not watched that movie, Michael. Yeah, possibly, Agnes. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I wasn't actually that great with pressure, but YouTube, weirdly, has taught me how to deal with it. As weird as that sounds. Best place abroad I've ridden my bike, Japan. Hands down. I don't even have to think about that. Thing is, though, Victoria, you gave yourself the best chance. Like, you gave yourself the best chance. And that sort of prep is very easily neglected the higher up you go. Like, very easily neglected. I went to bed, so if you've been watching a couple of my videos I've been posting, I went to bed, like, I've been going to bed no later than 10 o'clock the last few nights. I've been having a glass of wine every night. We've made one bottle last like over 4 days. So it shows how much I'm drinking. But man, I've been sleeping like a baby. And I'm only just getting up in time for the 8 o'clock ride. But like, it's such a small thing, like sleep. If you ever have any time off work, guys and girls, try and focus on your sleep. Don't change anything else. Just try and improve your sleep. I create a beer, lovely. Yeah, the thing is, like, the sleep thing doesn't change overnight. Like, you know, you don't wake up and say, I'm going to go to bed, like, you know, the night before a race. I'm going to go to bed at, like, 7, 8 p.m. I do find it hard, Patrick, yeah. I do find it, I used to get up really early for rides. Nothing makes it easier apart from getting up earlier. Does that make sense? So if you struggle to get up early and do something at 7 o'clock, so say riding your bike at 7, get up earlier to give yourself a chance to wake up. So I know it sounds counterintuitive, but you know, Rodri, these are some questions these are, buddy. Have you been on the wine? How's things in Cardiff anyway? I see you've been smashing out the miles on Strava. I was gonna give a really good example of something. Oh, the Tour de Stations. So the Tour de Stations Ultra Fondo that I did. What time was our start? Our start was at like, was it 5 AM start? I think, or 6 AM. I got to bed at like 10 PM, which wasn't late, but it wasn't early either. But I just couldn't sleep. I had a really bad night's sleep. But the best thing to do is not worry about stuff like that and focus on the days leading up to it. You can't bank sleep technically, but you can at least feel better in yourself if you get a little bit more prior, or not a little bit more, but you get restful sleep. Restless? Restful? I don't know. Well, a training session I look forward to doing is, this is going to sound really petty, but I like doing a really, really long ride with lots of like below threshold efforts in it. Big fan of it. Do you know why? Average speed. Average speed. You know, and average speed is a terrible indicator. You know, you should never look at it. Unless, of course, you're doing like a 10-mile time trial or something. But like, I quite like finishing that ride. Obviously, you've done a massive amount of work, but you also feel very good in yourself that you've pressed on. You know, you've got something done. Like, you've not just kind of ambled for 6 hours or whatever. The ones I actually dread are any interval sessions that are below like 3 minutes. Any interval sessions that involve 3 minute effort. No, I just dread them. I dread them. Unfortunately, National Hill Climb Championship next year is 3 minutes. Good start. Good start. Yeah, that's great. That's great, Dirks. How did I deal with motivation after this year? Zwift. Times like these, like, you've just got to set yourself little goals. Doesn't matter what they are, honestly. I mean, there's people I've coached this year who've had, you know, very little direction, and they've ended up leaving. And then there's people who have stuck with like just little goals that have given them just something to aim for, even if it's a weekend ride with somebody they enjoy riding with, and they want to make it up the last hill of the day a little bit faster. You know, thing is, if you're event driven, if I was you, I'd try and like change that mentality. Because I've seen so many riders who are just event driven, and as soon as they finish the event, they won't touch a bike, or their head will fall off. They can only be focused on that event. But really, you've got to just enjoy and find something you enjoy doing on the bike. So, you know, that could be anything. You know, it could literally be anything. Like, you know, I had something planned to try and keep my fitness at a good place. Going into November before I caught COVID, I was planning on doing like how many meters I can climb in 1 hour, like just up and down a hill. So basically like an Everest challenge, but just in 1 hour. Another one was like plotting a 50-kilometer route from my house that wouldn't go over the same road twice, but I would try and make it as hilly as possible. So like my aim was like 50k. If I can get 1,500 meters of climbing, that would be huge. But like I'd have to really go hard the whole way around, and I'd almost have to race the loop. Do you know what I mean? You know, that's a great one as well. Oh, nice one, Danny. Get your teeth in racing. That's the small things, isn't it? It's true, Simon. Blow my neck. It's true. They don't even have to win the event. You know, they just finish the event and the head falls off. So when I won the British Under-23 Road Race Champs, 4 weeks or 5 weeks before that, I went out with the team to the Tour of Japan, and I got dropped on the third stage of 7 stages. I got dropped and finished outside the time limit on a really hilly stage. Nothing I was proud about, because I was in the breakaway actually, and then I just blew. I went straight at the back. The bunch was in bits, and I was outside the time limit. 6 weeks later, 5 weeks later, I won the British Champs, because there was this next thing to focus on. But I was so focused on the training leading up to it more than the actual day, because I didn't go there to win. I went there to help Christian House try and win the actual event outright, but I ended up winning the Under-23 Road Race Champs. So if you keep your head screwed on, you never know what's happening. You never know what is around the corner. Like, an opportunity could present itself, and you've got to be flipping there to take it. Like, if you're not there to take it, who else is going to take it? You know, I'm that kind of... How you doing, Bryn? How did your Christmas meal go, buddy? Noodling. Hey, look at that, we've almost done 40k in an hour. Phil, are you still listening, buddy? Just had a message here on Discord. A good idea for the 90k ride on Wednesday. Could be a meetup for the 25 lap volcano circuit badge. Obviously, the original plan is 90k. The volcano badge would be 15 kilometers more, but that'll only be like half an hour, I think. But obviously, people don't have to do it, but I haven't done 25 laps of volcano, I don't think. Yeah, that's it with you, Tim. You've been faultless at keeping your calendar updated. Fair play. That's like half the battle, I've got to be honest. Having something in your calendar. Did you do that in? Oh no, you did that indoors, Bryn. Yeah, it's the BRT. Ooh, it's the BRT Christmas burner today, wasn't it? Oh. Bryn is building up for the WTRL Season 2, guys. As I know some of you are as well. Ah, you're fine then, Bill. You're fine. I'm actually getting hungry now. Scott, are you still streaming? No, all of it is signed for Legion of LA. Bring. Oh, excuse me. That was my chamois. Yeah, definitely. Same here, Natasha. Same here. I'm well up for WTRL Season 2. Something to focus on. Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs, Brent. I don't know the ins and outs. Guess the calories, but January, Paul. The pros are the second Monday of January, and then then it's the day after, and for us lot, the stragglers. Saying that, my apparently my WTRL league, the one that's just gone, was faster than the pros. Apparently, that's blooming Kircher is sweeping up everywhere. I was hanging on for grim death for my top 5 places every time. Kirch got promoted, yeah. The what are they called? The Kirch bees, bumblebees or something. Yeah, yeah, Paul. I know, Bryn. There's going to be some fireworks there, isn't there? There's going to be some flipping fireworks. I assume so, although Bryn's your man to answer that question. Look. 3.2 to go. 3.2 of sorrow. 3.2 kilometers. And we'll be done until tomorrow. We used to sing that when we were in school. Anybody else sing that? One more day in school, one more day in sorrow, one more day in this old dump, and we'll be home tomorrow. Oh, look back. A whole breath in, huh? What block configuration? Oh, you mean my my cassette? Actually, I think I've got a 12. I've got a 1228 on you, I think. Or 1125. The 1228 is on my me the other wheel. I got 5236 up front. I have done a collaboration video with GCN after I won the British Champs. But not one since. Maybe I'm too big on YouTube now. Yeah, there's a Welsh thing there, maybe, yeah. It's a Welsh thing. What free board am I using? You're geeking out on my free hub noise. Yeah, you want a smaller ratio then, don't you? You want smaller jumps, don't you, Patrick? You want something like an 1125 would be pretty decent, wouldn't it? You can even buy junior cassettes, I think, still. Or you can get like the smallest gear, be like a 13 or 14. So you'd have a closer ratio between them all the way up. Junior cassettes are the bomb. Junior cassette. Oh, nice one, Julian. No worries. I always try and get around the comments when I can. Not all the time, but... Is Scott 5k back? Shall I wait for him? I'll wait for him. Yeah, let me just see. Yeah, there we go. Alejandro's your man. Shall I wait for Scott? Let's wait for Scott. Whatever you do, do not fly past. Okay, I can read. We're ramping up from 1k then, alright. Bloody hell. He's breaking it. I'm going to lead it out for 400 metres, alright? So, Scott's doing his warm-up for his... Okay, 400 metres. I didn't sprint for about the last 20 metres, so... I'm just waiting up for Scott now. This is probably not the best, like, prep for, for my sprint, I'm going to be honest. Go on, guys. Jump over to KOM rides. So, KOM... and then rides, and you can see Scott's sprint at the end. So he's about 4k behind me at the minute, so he should be with me in a couple of minutes. We can use this time. We've got 11 watches, Ed. We can use this time to have a chat rather than at the end like we usually do, and then we'll have that little sprint. So. I've actually changed my settings tonight as well. Yeah, I've got more. I've got what's it called? Where you have what's it called? Instant power. That's it. In the top left, I've gone into settings and I've got instant power on now. So, not that it'll make any difference to my sprint, but you'll be able to see instant power numbers in the top left. So. Come along, boyo. Should we FaceTime him? Apologies if you're waiting for this. Phil said there's nothing better than cold hamstrings going straight into a sprint. How
many people you got there?
I don't know actually.
You've been slating my sprint or what?
No.
Are you allowed to show nipples on YouTube?
Oh, some people are waiting for the sprint. Good people. We got 115, so I told them to head over, and then they can watch you come round me in the last 10 meters.
Or maybe that's backpedal.
What did you say about nipples?
Are you allowed to show you nipples on what's that, a world map on your chest or something?
They're hidden. A world map.
Didn't you get the the manscaping sponsorship deal?
No. I can see you used it on your head.
Nat's nervous about tonight.
Just standing around the kitchen.
Free the nip, that's what Shmi says. Hey mate, you set Noto, got 19 now.
Yeah, good.
That's a spike.
Nice one, guys. The tension. What does Phil say?
What's that?
What
What does Phil say?
Level of concern is rising.
Level of concern is high. So where are we actually finishing?
Where it says 0 kilometers. Where it says 0 kilometers.
Yeah, I know that, but where do you think that's roughly going to be?
I don't really know this route well enough to be honest. Hang on, let me try and zoom out to my map.
The embankment. Oh no, what up the embankment?
I'm going down. No. Well, it'll help us stay together, won't it? I'm in the tunnel, so I need to.
Like you on Trombite. Just for people just joined, make sure you subscribe, like the video. If you don't like the video, just
45 kilometer. We're sprinting for the actual finish of the group ride, so 45. Like
I've got if you don't know, I've got the Sturzo on.
I have to mute you.
Okay.
I'm at 44.6 kilometers.
Okay. I'm at 3.6 to go.
Oh, cool. So you're only 2.5k behind then.
When you turn right, it's 100 meters to go. Just give it the beans. Okay. Cheers, Michael.
Oh, okay. So there's insider information on your channel and nothing on mine.
Do you got any watches left? I could point you out. Headwind.
Huh? You moved to me. Oh, Bullet Bill's giving me a ride on.
Got any tips for tonight?
Yeah.
You've got camera time. Right, let's focus. So, do I need to be on call with you?
Need to be on what?
Do you need to be on call with? Do I need to be on this call for the?
No, because it might end up getting a bit confusing.
Yeah. All right. So, I'll see you in a minute.
Right on.
Because I've got to take my phone out of the case here. Otherwise, it will go flying.
Right on.
Right. So I'll see you. So I'll stop with you.
Well, just free. As soon as you start coming into the tunnel, just freewheel. So then you'll just lose speed naturally, and then I'll just pick you up as we come.
Okay. Cool. All right, man.
Full gas.
Why last? I think I'm last.
Full gas. Right. Okay, so what are we saying then? What are we saying for the finish sprint? Are we saying 1,000 watts? Now that I've had this rest as well. Cheers, Ollie. 1100. 200 RPM. Get out of here. I'm gonna keep my legs moving. Not every ride, no, I wouldn't recommend a recovery shake after every ride. I'm not so sure about me beating Scott. Especially if we're only sprinting from like 200 meters. In fact, I can message him. Cheers, Johnny. Who uploaded the stretching video? Was it me? Did I just upload it? Yeah, 6:15, guys. My video just went live. Jinx was first. I'm scared, I'm scared. I'll have to do the old, like, Chris Hoy. Oof. 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 Oh, nice one, Liam. Do I like indoor more than outdoor? No, I prefer outdoor. The track wheels. I'd never be a track sprinter. Where is he now? Oh, there he is. 15 seconds. Oh my word. Oh, he's got Sturzo, so I can't even draft the bugger. Scott's going for it, is he? He's got a nice little head start there. That's what momentum does for you. What's he doing? Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Okay. In all fairness, to Scott, I told him 150 meters to go. Hang on. Let me explain it to him. 964. That's pretty good, man. Nat, can you answer his phone? Can you answer his phone? I think he's had his chips. Oh. Oh. In all fairness, the countdown didn't happen, so like 150 meters to go. It didn't show up, did it? It just said 0.2. So you... Hello, boyo! No, let me explain what happened.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know I said 150 meters to go?
Yeah.
Well, the thing didn't come up, did it? It was going in like 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, and then the finish. So it didn't do like 300 and then start to tick down. I would have preferred, like, it would have been fair if it had gone to like 150 and then we started sprinting, but we had to kind of guess where. It was like 0.2.
Would have been fair if you didn't have to wait for me for 6 miles, but you did it from a cold start as well.
No worries, Al. Oh, my legs are like jelly.
You should do that during the Festive 500.
I know, we shouldn't race, it's banned. No
Right,
big.
mate, I'll see you. Thanks for that, buddy.
Cheers, well done. Oh. Nice one, guys. Yeah, I know, I appreciate it. My stream is a little bit laggy, so I apologise. Fair play, though. You know, Scott, you know, he would still smoke. Well, to be fair, he'd probably smoke me in an outdoor sprint when technique matters as well. So, yeah. But anyway, it's good fun and it's good motivation as well for all of us. So, let's have a quick look at the graph before we go, and I send you to my video and then subsequently send you to Scott's ramp test. So, Android, moment of truth. 964. But wait. Oh, it's a new all-time 2-second power. Oh. Oh. FML. What is going on? What are you saying, +9 watts? What do you mean? Oh man. That was epic sprint off. WKO, Matthias, WKO. Oh. Right, nice one, guys. I don't know, but it's a 2-second PB, isn't it? So we'll take that. We'll take that anyway. You guys pushed me for that one, so nice one. There we go. We've accumulated another good ample 45k. So that's a 90k day in total. Good job, everyone. Sorry, Michael. Yeah, send you to multiple places now. I've got a new video out which you can go and watch. It's quite short. It's to do with stretching and mobility and stuff. It's more a bit of fun than anything else, to be honest. Also, Scott's doing his ramp test at 8, and then Phil is streaming on Backpedal's channel tomorrow morning at 8 AM. So, lots to do, lots to get through, so I'll leave you to it. Thanks for watching. Love you all. See you in the next one. What do I do? Oh yes, end stream.